pushing to this next badass fight.
Co-main.
Katlyn Chookagian, ranked number 1 in the flyweight, versus Jessica Andrade, and it's one of those weird things where she's unranked technically on paper because it's her debut in the weight class at flyweight at 125.
And to give everyone context, she would be the number 2 ranked strawweight before she left. Yeah. So she is absolutely a top 5 fighter in the women's weight classes between those two 10-pound divisions. Like, for anyone at home that thought this was like a, you know what, number 1 lost someone unranked? Like, no. This was a top 5 fight the whole way through.
Totally. They're like quite essentially not allowed to like put a ranking in their debut in a division.
Right. And in fact, Vegas was very respectful of that, giving Andrade the minus 165 favorite and Chookagian the plus 140. Yeah. And honestly, if you look at it, man, Andrade is just such a monster, though. Like, this is what we talk about with 125 not being deep. Yeah. It's not deep, man, because all the best girls cut the extra weight and go to 115, or they're bigger framed women. And so when they cut extra weight, 25 is too little, but 35 makes sense.
You're right. It's just a smart move for Andrade. It seems to me like this is the move to make if you can make it. Like, not everybody's physique is going to allow that, and you don't want to, it's just, but those that can, in my opinion, is looking like probably should, because strawweight is jam-packed, and then bantamweight is full of just murderers. And
side note, Julia Avila, Raging Panda from OKC? She came in at the restaurant I work at, like, last week.
Hell yeah.
She was super, super hot in person when she's dressed up. It was crazy.
That's dope.
Crazy.
Oh, man. It says we need Beefy Boys stickers just sliding.
I know.
Oh, man. That's dope, though. Hell yeah. That's really dope. Hell yeah. Shout her out. She's killing it. And looking forward to her next fight for sure. That's really cool. But yeah, man, this fight was really interesting, really badass matchup, and really just physically weird matchup too, because Chookagian was 5'9" and Andrade is 5'1.5". So just like
huge differentials
in men's fights, in women's fights too. Just in general, you don't get that big of a height.
8 inches is a lot. That's a lot
for a weight class.
Oh, you know what's funny? We're gonna see a 1 foot height differential in this fight next week. Tai Tuivasa versus Stefan Struve is on the undercard.
Wow. That'll be fun to talk about.
Struve's 6'11" and Tuivasa's 5'11". They're heavyweights.
Oh, my God. Yes. That's just fun. That's just good old school fun. That's like a perfect undercard fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's a circus fight.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not fucking – no, I bet no better's touching that one with a 10-foot pole. Just too unpredictable, right?
Yeah, right. But anyway. But back to the point of, like, that's the same thing here is, like, Andrade is so much shorter that it's like, does she swing up? Can she grapple, or can Chookagian just, like, literally post like Israel Adesanya does? Like, just be a table, essentially, and be so much longer that you can't take her down.
Well, man, so this fight was really crazy because, like, the classic boxing, like, wisdom would tell you that if you're a shorter fighter, it's good to get in and go to the body. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely,
that's like classic, like just boxing 101, like classic boxing knowledge. The shorter fighter, typically it's a good idea to go to the body early. And that's essentially what happened. But that's usually when a short fighter has that strategy, it's like part of the long game, right? Like, you know what I mean? You're not necessarily trying to finish the fight from a body shot, but it's a part of the long play to get them to lower their guard and
right.
It's
like body kicks open up head kicks.
Exactly. Same exact logic there. And so, but goddamn, I think everybody, including her, was surprised when in the first round she fucking got the TKO from a body punch. Like, I don't
on the diaphragm, like solar plexus. Like, it was a right counter hook that was like a shovel hook, right? So like kind of an uppercut, kind of a hook, that in between range, but literally like drove it straight into Chookagian's like sternum, just below it, when she was leaned in, like trying to throw. Chookagian was trying to throw an overhand, so she's fully open and exposed, and like, ooh, that's a brutal shot to eat. And then she's like visibly hurt, right? Like turns her back and walks away, like she's like yelling in pain. She's so hurt. Yeah. And then Andrade comes up with another body shot that was on the exact same spot.
Takedown. Yes, it was ridiculous. Yeah, bro, I don't remember the last body. I've seen some like body knees and body kick TKOs. Do you remember the last time you saw a body punch TKO? Or
the last time I saw not a body punch TKO, but I mean, that is technically that. But like I was gonna say in the DC Stipe fight, if you think about it, when Stipe re-won his belt in the second fight they had, he landed like 4 massive liver shots, and that's what made DC literally completely drop his hands. And then DC got clocked with the one right overhand and dropped into the fence and finished.
But it still took that, but just like.
But still took the overhand right to the face.
Exactly, bro. Like, and then we've seen some like stoppages from.
I've seen kicks. I've seen Conor McGregor stop Dennis Seaver with a spinning back body kick.
Yeah.
But like I've never seen just a straight punch, just like.
And then if you took that a step further and said the last time you saw a woman do that.
Maybe. I don't know if you've ever seen like a solar plexus TKO from women's.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't remember.
Because it wasn't even a liver shot. It was like solar plexus.
I don't remember them mentioning it being a first, but I goddamn can't remember another example. And I mean, I'm not saying I've watched every UFC fight ever. There's a bunch that I haven't watched, but goddamn, I
can't recall that.
Needless to say, it was super rare and super badass and just super scary and just super like, goddamn, what a murderer. Your first fight in the – so – she came up, right?
Yeah, up 10 pounds.
From strawweight and caves in.
She looked thick, too, at 125.
Yeah, definitely. Like, her legs were, like, quite literally like double the circumference of Chookagian's. Her arms were quite literally double the circumference of Chookagian's. She was just, way thicker. But and we talk about all the time, though. We talked about it even in the regardless, but just the ability to keep distance, like on paper, you would have thought that Chookagian could just keep the outside, keep the distance, but like I always say, easier said than done, because sometimes those little fucking monsters just come in on you with the power.
Yeah, man, I think Andrade is pretty much set to fight Shevchenko next. I think that's what this was, right? Like 125 has no life.
Yes,
this was a shot of life. It's a new challenger. It's a champion. It's a previous champion from 15 coming up to 25 to challenge the reigning champion now. And it's stylistically a bad matchup for Shevchenko, because Shevchenko is this crazy, great Muay Thai kickboxer. What the hell happens when you get a girl? It's only a wrestler that's just going to slam your ass every time.
Yeah, and just so strong, so physically strong. Yeah, that's a matchup problem for sure. And yeah, like you said, if Andrade would have came in here and, won a decision, but it was close or a split, you could maybe argue with her not getting the title shot, but with the performance like that, a first round finish, like freakish TKO, you got to give her the shot.
Yeah, I think so.
Title shot, like, that would be badass. Can't wait to watch that. Can't wait. Hopefully it gets announced, but that was super entertaining, super badass. Also, Andrade is the first female with a win in 3 weight classes, so that was for sure a first. So
yeah, cool for her, by the way. Like that's a cool thing, and not a lot of people can even say that across men's divisions, like 3 weight class victories.
3 weight classes is ridiculous.
There's not a lot of people that can do that.
2 is like, it's badass, but a lot of people have, or that kind of makes it look like it wasn't voluntary. Maybe you couldn't make a weight class, but 3, you just look like a damn like who wants it? What do I need to do? Like, I don't know. 3,
right.
There's no really like flukiness to 3.
You know what? Conor McGregor has a win in 3 weight classes now.
He does. Oh,
because 170 he beat Nate Diaz in the 170 rematch. Crazy.
Yeah. That's wild. And think about that. That's fucking what? 35.
45, 55, 70. Yeah, he went 25 pounds in between weight classes. That's big when you consider 45. That's more than 1/6 of the weight class itself.
Yeah, that's wild. That really is wild. But back when Conor was fighting 35,